Hello YouTube, this is Bruno. I started a new survival world on the Jaycraft server and I want to make a series of little videos about it. Not a let's play in the traditional sense, but more a video of which farms should you build to get started really fast. To have all the necessary resources as soon as possible, all from farms that I can automate, either fully automatic or AFK. And naturally, I'm aiming for farms that are resource friendly, so they are really easy to build, use only common resources, so you can build them early in the game, but also farms that have good rates and can be used for the long term. So I don't want to produce temporary farms, stopgaps or anything. And the rules for this series are, I will show you maybe the first 15 or 20 farms I built. One farm per video, or maybe a series of farms that belong together. Usually a video will be no longer than 3 minutes, and I will answer 3 questions for each of these farms. First question, why do we need this resource? Second question, how does the farm work? So I will give you a rundown on the operation of the farm. And the third question, why did I choose this specific design? Which are the advantages? Which are the disadvantages? Why is it easy to build? Or why is it especially efficient? This is retrospective. We started about 3 weeks ago. So I will show you the farms, how they look after a couple of weeks with a few enhancements. For example, at the start, we might have just a few chests for the output. Later, we might add shulker box loaders. And there will also be a world download of a creative world where I build up all of these farms. So you can check them out in detail, create a light medica. For each farm, I will tell you who created the farm, which modification I made, if any, and naturally, I will link the videos where these farms are introduced. Here is a look at the creative world that I present as a world download. You can see that I use a lot of glass here, just so you can see what's going on. And you can also get a glimpse on the next farm that I'm going to build. I will have in the end one download that contains pretty much all the farms that you can build anywhere. And I will have a few specific world downloads for farms that you have to build in a special biome or maybe in the nether. So let's start our 3 minutes timer and have a look at the first farm. And this is the very first farm I built. It's a villager breeder. Our first big milestone will be a villager trading hall. And of course for that we need villagers and also we need emeralds. And the best way to get emeralds early game is to sell iron to blacksmiths. So we want to build an iron farm and we need villagers for that. Here you can see the design. It's basically an enclosed room where we have 2 farmers and they grow crops. There's a water source in the middle and there are some light sources around. And here is a path to 3 beds. And the adult villagers can't get through because they are 2 blocks high and these trapdoors block the path of the villagers, but they think that they can get through, so they think these beds are theirs. And if they create a baby, the baby is smaller and at some point the baby will try to get to the beds, to jump on the beds, and it will fall into a water stream and end up here. This villager breeder has 3 very nice properties. The first property is that it's self-sufficient. So the villagers produce their own crops. You don't have to feed them, which is really important in the early game. The second feature is that it also includes a sorting system. The sorting system is here. We have 2 water streams and the babies are small enough that their head won't reach the upper water. So the babies stay down there and as soon as they grow up, their head will go into the water stream here. So they will swim up and go here. So at this point of the farm, we only have the adult villagers. And last but not least, it's possible to turn the farm off. So if you just block this path with a couple of blocks, then the villagers will no longer have a path to the beds, so they won't produce any more babies. This farm was designed by Roma GFX and Logical Geek Boy has made a very nice tutorial about it. I will link both in the description, of course. The advantage of the farm is that it's really easy to build. So basically you need a bit of dirt, you need a hoe, you need a few carrots or a few potatoes, and you need some form of safe room. I did make a roof on that simply because skeletons might spawn up there and could shoot the villagers in here. So if you build this on the plains where nothing is inside, you don't even need a roof. Make sure you have a lightning rod somewhere in the vicinity. And that's it. So all you need is a few beds, a few trapdoors, a bit of water, and the glass of course is optional, but it's nice to see how many villagers are in there, so you know if you have to turn the farm off. And here at the side we have a pickup station, so we can transport the villagers into a temporary trading hall. This was built later, but of course you can also change the rails to move them wherever you want them. So this was the first farm. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment if you have questions or suggestions. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And see you next time. Bye bye.